Welcome back to the channel, people. It's your boy Ducotto, and I ain't gonna lie to you. We got a lot to talk about and a lot to get into right now. So if you haven't, hit that follow, hit that subscribe, drop a like and a comment for me. Turn on your notifications and don't miss out on the heat. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. Over these next couple of days, I'm gonna be dropping a lot of bangers. So a lot of content on Man United. You know who we got coming up on Sunday. We got the potential champions, some would say. They are in first place. They're 15 points ahead of us. We got a lot to get into. So I ain't gonna lie. Let's get it started. So, people, if you haven't already know, we're coming off a win against Manchester United, 2-0, well deserved. But that's in the past now. That's in the past. You know, we can't get too giddy, too high. That was a really poor Manchester City, as evident by their 4-1 shellacking to Bodo Glimt today. So let's just put that aside. Like, let's celebrate. It is the Manchester Derby. It was the 198th. We beat them 2-0. Should have been 4 or 5. I'm just being respectable. Like, I'm not capping. Should be 4 or 5, but it was 2-0. We take it. We move on. Bada bing, bada boom. What we're going to be seeing come this Sunday is not what we're going to be. It's not what we saw or will see against Manchester City. Arsenal is a different beast. Respectfully, like, I didn't even want to put that type of energy out there for them, but you have to respect and give credit where credit's due. They are looking like a well-oiled machine. Arteta has his system, his ploys. We'll talk about all of that. We'll get into all of that in the days coming. This is just a heads up that, us as United fans need to really have, right? We can say all that we want about, Gyökeres not scoring, Eze being signed and not playing. Ethan Nwaneri's now going on loan. His development is getting stunted. Saka's not really producing, blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is, they're still first. They're still 7 points ahead of Manchester City. They're 15 points ahead of us. What does that mean for us, right? We have to understand that what the energy that we saw, the energy that was put out, the energy that was reciprocated from the fans by the players on that pitch against Manchester City, we need to have that same equivalent energy output at the Emirates, if not more. There were chances where, City had their ability to kind of slice us open through the middle. And, thankfully, with Martinez playing well and Haaland not really playing well, we were able to, to fight that and to press forward. Arsenal won't allow that, Their pressing is just as great. They have a why behind what they do. They want to show that they're tired of finishing second and that they can win the league. We can't let that happen on our watch. In terms of, they already beat us at Old Trafford, we have to beat them at the Emirates. It's not a want, but it's a need. We need Manchester United. We need to be able to show that guile that we can do it against Manchester City. We're gonna do it against you. We should be able to do it against everybody. And that's the point where we're gonna have to really, really, really show face. We did it well against Manchester City from start 1 to start 90. We need that same level for Sunday. Now, Arsenal's coming off a great win at the San Siro. It was a 3 or 4-1. Gabriel Jesus had a brace, so he's not going to want to show fight for him starting. I remember he did score on us in that 3-1 at the Emirates. So there's game planning that needs to be done, which I know that they will be done, but it needs to be executed in the right way. And this is where, the conversations with Michael Carrick comes in, because now with Michael Carrick, it's like, listen, you have 16 games to impress. but yet you have a hard 16 games in terms of the fixtures and the opponents that we have left, with Arsenal Sunday, Chelsea at Stamford, Liverpool, Tottenham at home, so on and so forth, right? We still have, in the Villas, I don't want to disrespect them, but we still have tough opponents. So for Michael Carrick is, okay, you passed the City test. Now you have to show that you can pass the Arsenal test, right? Because people want to talk about, after the game against City, United should look to sign Carrick, No, there's still more. The jury's still out. There's still more that needs to be done. And so a win like Arsenal will bode credit for that. You know what I mean? We haven't won at the Emirates in 8 years. However you want to see it, slice it, dice it. We haven't won at the Emirates in 8 years. So that needs to change. Just like how we hadn't won at the Anfield in 9 years, and we won, and that changed. That's the same expectation that needs to be done this year. We need to get rid of these bad omens. And if Michael Carrick can be the one to do that, that bodes well. As bad as people want to, shit on Amarim and stuff like that, and deserve it, because there are moments, especially when I'm seeing Colby play the way that he did against City, and you're telling us that he couldn't play with Bruno. Amarim still got certain results. There's certain managers, especially, not only certain managers, but every team has certain games where you just know, like, as a manager, I have to circle and we have to get the win, if not a result. For us, it was Anfield. No matter what, for me, as a fan of the game, that's the one game I look forward to. Whether positive or negative, I look forward to Anfield, because that is that's our biggest rival. That's the biggest game in London, in England, we wouldn't call it. Like, that's the marquee. So for us to go to Anfield and beat them, check mark, that bodes credit, right? That's, again, Amarim came into the league on the back of beating Pep 4-1 in Champions League with Sporting before coming to us, right? So there's certain like games that, as a manager, you have to get right and you have to get the win. And for Michael Carrick, this is gonna be, that game for him. City was great, boom. You got the smiles, the check mark, cool, the 2-0 win, we loved it. Beautiful, appreciate that, love you for that. Now let's go do that again at Arsenal, at the Emirates. You know what I mean? We have to understand that this is not gonna be like, oh my gosh, an easy test, or, you know what I mean? Like, we have to come in there with the mindset that, listen, they're gonna wanna put us 10 men behind the ball. We can't let that happen. We saw what Liverpool was able to do with a weaker team. That second half at the Emirates against them was just all Liverpool. So we have, in my opinion, the players and the personnel, and now hopefully the positivity and a better mindset amongst the players, that feel good factor, where everyone now can contribute in a setting where they can feel that confidence to go out and do more and to express themselves. And hopefully and surely that will help lead to the goals that we're craving. Arsenal fans want to talk about their defense, and rightfully so. They have a great defense. Like, let's not put anything behind. They beat us 1-0 at our house, first game of the season. I felt like we definitely could have got something. Should have got something in that game. Bless me, right? But things didn't happen, and they held us 1-0. Same Arsenal fans now are coming to me talking about they guarantee that United's not scoring 2 goals. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I told them we're definitely scoring 2 goals, and we're definitely winning that game. Now, we'll talk about how we're going to get there and how we're going to win the game, but this is just the warning. You always got to put out those messages to let people know that when the inevitable happens, when United beats Arsenal at the Emirates, the first time Arsenal loses at their own ground, people need to remember that this was documented. And this is just the journey that we're on, right? A part of me is pissed because I didn't do that with Liverpool. So now I'm giving Arsenal the same respect. I'm letting you guys know you're not winning the game. You're not winning the game. We're getting rid of this 8-year bounty you guys have on our head. You're not getting it to 10 years and getting that generation. You're not doing it. So we have our Africans, man. We have the dogs back. Mbomo, however the purists want to say his name, Brian Mbomo, Mr. Golasso, Ngolo, Brian Ngolo. That's his nickname for me. And then you have Ahmad, like Mr. Diallo, like Mr. I'll do whatever needs to be done. And then you cope that with Bruno back in form, Dorgu's looking like, he's coming out party with on that left wing, just scoring, just getting his second goal for the club. Like, you love to see that. And so Cunha as well, will he be a superstar? Is he showing that he needs to start? Mount, right? And again, Mount's goal, super side note, Mount's goal against Manchester City should have counted. PGMOL, you should be ashamed of yourself. Disrespectful. How do you call that offside? What? And then you give Wirtz's offside goal? Like, I can't forgive that. Like, Mount should have had his fourth goal for the club this season, right? So, at the end of the day, like, this is what we have to expect. We have to expect that it's going to be hostile. We have to expect that it's going to be if we can survive that first 20 minutes, we're definitely can leave with a result. But listen, people, I just need y'all to understand where I'm coming from, where mindset is. This is just the preview of what's to come in the days. We're going to talk about analysis and tactical setups. We're going to talk about, players and who should start, who should come off the bench. We're going to get into all of that on a deeper level. But this is just the forewarning to Arsenal fans, to the Gooners, whatever you guys want to call yourselves. You're getting packed on Sunday. You are getting packed on Sunday. If anyone else feels differently, let me know in the comments. Until then, hit that follow button, subscribe, turn on your notifications, show love. And it's your boy Ducotto. It's Manchester United, baby. The city's always red.